now we will see how we can integrate TestCafe to a CI/CD pipeline. So in order to do this, we are going to use Jenkins, uh, and we are going to use the same test we used earlier for performance. So the changes that have been done is instead of looking for the performance of a hosted application, here we are going with one of the local applications. Therefore, we are using the localhost address here. So to do this, we have to create a test folder and put our test script inside. That's pretty much the only change we need to do from the application side. Then we need to push this to our repository. After that, you need to have Jenkins installed. You can easily install it with Homebrew by using brew install Jenkins LTS command, and then we can start the service. After starting the service, Jenkins can be accessed from localhost 8080. So the first time we log in, there will be a form to create a user account. Afterwards, we can log in as the admin of Jenkins. So here we have to go to new item and select a name for our pipeline. So we can call this TestCafe, and we can either choose pipeline or freestyle project, and but freestyle project is much easier to configure. So we will select that one. Okay, now here we can give a description of our application, and then we can use Git as the source control. So here we can log our remote and get this address. Okay, then we need to configure which branch we are going to use. We will say we will use any branch, and then configure the build triggers. So we will set this up to check for changes in GitHub and update if there are any. So it asks what's the interval we need to check this. So we will set this up to check every minute. So by using stars, this is the cron syntax. Okay. So afterwards, we come to the build section. Uh, we have to select this execute shell command to build my application. So the first step I will have to do is install the node packages. So I will say npm install. Afterwards, we need to install the TestCafe library also. And also we need to install the xunit XML report as well. After that, we need to install this particular library such that we can get the performance metrics. Then we come to add post build actions. So this is what happens after we create the build process. After we finish the build process, we have to select execute scripts again, and then click add post build step, and select execute shell. Here we need to start the node server. We can do that by having npm start, and we need to add another step. So this is to run the TestCafe test cases. So since it takes some time after we run this command to start our application, we will make this process leave for 60 seconds. And afterwards, run our test cases. So this part points to where TestCafe library is. So it would be inside node modules, and then the browser, and where the test script is. So it is inside test folder, and the script is called performance.js. And what is the response file we need, which contains the pass or failure of these test cases. Okay, so after configuring those, we need to publish these test results. And this asks where the test file is, so we are saving it as res.xml, so we can copy the same here. Afterwards, we can just click save. Okay, so our configuration is done. Now all we have to do is execute the build and see if it runs. So ideally, when we add new things to this Git repository, it should automatically trigger a build on Jenkins. So currently we only have one build which was completed earlier. Now and also our last commit is around 40 minutes ago. So if we just change the readme file again, so our new commit should appear here, and a new build should start here within 1 minute. Yeah, so the new run started, and it will also continue like before. So uh, we can see our test results logged into the console, and if we go to the test tab, we can see that the test we had also passed.